The art of breath holding is an intriguing little rabbit hole and an interesting skill, so I decided to give it a go. I'll show you what happened after this 6-second intro. There you go, I told you it was 6 seconds. Right, so you may have seen videos of breath holding, for example, David Blaine using enriched oxygen or pure oxygen, Tom Cruise going for 6.5 minutes for Mission Impossible, even Mike Boyd reached the 4-minute mark. Incredibly, Kate Winslet said she was trained to hold her breath for over 7 minutes for Avatar 2, the movie, which I'm well excited about, by the way. And it gets even more insane when you see the world records for this stuff. I remembered I'd seen something fascinating on the Joe Rogan podcast when world-famous mad lad David Blaine explained how he achieved his breath-holding feats.
Because the breath holding thing is all about like a CO2 buildup in your bloodstream, and it's about a tolerance level to it. So if you relax and efficiently keep your oxygen and not make this CO2 buildup more extreme, you can actually hold more efficiently.
So when you have that feeling, everybody has that feeling where you need to breathe. Like, and
yeah, it's not an O2 deprivation.
Right.
It's a trigger from a CO2 buildup, which is giving you an alert that, for example, in 20 minutes from now, you will not recover.
See, it's not oxygen deprivation, it's CO2 buildup, and that's my way in. After some more digging, I found out that freedivers harness 4 things to help them hold their breath longer. 1, a low heart rate. 2, the mammalian dive reflex. 3, CO2 tolerance. And 4, what I call contraction resistance, which is when your diaphragm starts going crazy to get you to breathe. I won't go into too much detail about those things in this video. You can research that if you want to. Luckily I had one trick up my sleeve, the Wim Hof breathing method. This is a breathing technique, very easy, that fills your body with oxygen and flushes out the CO2. So now it's time to give it a shot. Oxygenation, important. Hydration, very important. On my first attempt, I managed to secure a 3 minutes and 15 seconds breath hold, which really surprised me. And on my second attempt, I got to 3 minutes and 48 seconds, which really shocked me. I didn't expect to do that well on the second attempt. But then over the next couple of days and my next attempts, my time started to go down to the 2 minutes 50 zone. I think something was wrong, and I think it was my heart rate. I expect I was just excited about cracking the 4-minute barrier, and so it was increasing my heart rate and decreasing my breath hold, because heart rate is number 1 of the 4 things that I listed earlier. So I decided to revert back to my original technique, but I kind of thought I'd hit a plateau, so I had some ideas. So the heart rate is very important. Now, my best time so far is 3 minutes 48. That was with 20 deep breaths, but they were fast, and I'm worried that might have elevated my heart rate ever so slightly. So tomorrow I'm going to try 60 deep breaths, but slow. So the idea is to get the same oxygen rush and to flush out the carbon dioxide, but to keep the heart rate low, and the idea is that I'll be able to hold it longer. That's the plan. I'll see you there. Another failure. Okay, so let's pause there. This video is taken from Tuesday. That was a failed attempt. I think I reached 3 minutes 30 something seconds, which is still impressive, but really not what I was looking for, and not even better than some of my previous times. I kind of realized that I was stuck, so I tried something different. Straight after I did my first one and got to 3 minutes 30, instead of stopping there, I was wondering what would happen if you go back under, do the breathing again, and then hold your breath. And this is what happened. So holy macaroni, it actually worked. I held my breath for 4 minutes and 23 seconds. If you want to see the full video, you can. Just click the link in the description or hit the one... Oh, I've messed it up. Click the link in the cards or hit the link in the description. Yeah, I don't want this video to go on forever, so watch that video if you want to see me lying on the carpet pretending to be dead for nearly 5 minutes, if that's your sort of thing. For me, I think it served as a reminder that sometimes you're closer than you think to reaching a certain goal, and if you just alter your technique a little bit, it can have a huge effect and actually change your results. As they say, it's easy when you know how. And now you do. So, now that you do know how, I should probably say, if you're under 18, don't do that. And I can't be held responsible for anyone who forgets to breathe and just dies. And I'd like to say, I did a bit of research before taking on this challenge, but not a whole lot. I think it's a safe activity to do, but I can't guarantee it. So make sure you do some research if you're thinking of giving it a go. And remember to breathe at the end.